Okay, so this is the making of a Dawn of Invasion. I did write a whole script and everything, a whole plot, but now I want to change that plot. I know that I want Grayson to be like the main character and then Damon like the secondary main character. Clint Porter will be very important, but he's also kind of like a side character. Darnell, he's gonna be the villain, I know that. Now Warren and the rest of them are just gonna be side characters, but I don't know yet. Okay, so Grayson Oakley, I know that I want him to be a doctor, because if he's a doctor, then it'll introduce like the disease and stuff. Because my idea as of now is to show some from like the past or something, and then like have it jump to like the future when like the apocalypse has like fully taken over. It's kind of like season 3 of Telltale The Walking Dead. We already know like, okay, this is a zombie apocalypse. If you get bit, you turn. If you die, you turn. But the part I'm struggling with is we need to introduce that somehow and like actually show Grayson like talking about it and kind of explaining it, and then like months later when it's fully like taken over. Oh, okay, I have a really good idea. Okay, so I have the idea of Grayson having a girlfriend, not as like an actual character, but like she's mentioned. So maybe she's also like a doctor or a nurse, and then she gets bit by one of the sick people, and then to us, like, we know what that means, but like Grayson and Damon, like, they don't know what that means at first. What I'm thinking is Grayson and Damon, they knew each other before this all happened. I was also messing around with the idea that Damon Jackson was a US vet, because I was thinking like that's where like his resourcefulness comes from with like a survival and stuff. I'm gonna do some more thinking though. Okay, so this is what I kind of got so far. Okay, so Grayson, he's the main character. He likes to kind of be like the leader at times, and he was a Dockland. He's an older man, and he's kind of Grayson's like mentor. Damon is going to be Grayson's best friend, and he's going to be very resourceful with survival, and he was a US vet. Darnell Thorne, well, yeah, I mean, he's just going to be like the bad guy. Okay, so these ones are like where it gets interesting. Okay, so Warren Sampson, he's kind of like more emotional. I'm actually going to get rid of the caretaker part. I did have an idea of like Clint was in like an old people home or whatever, and then Warren was like the guy who like took care of him. But anyways, yeah, no, so Warren, he's like more like emotional, and at one point he sacrifices himself later on. Gabe Jackson is going to be Damon's brother, so what I'm thinking is maybe we'll get a clip of him at like the very beginning, and then he's going to help Darnell, who's the bad guy, so Gabe is also going to be a bad guy, and then Damon's going to think he's dead until like later on when he finds out he's actually working with the bad guy. Nate Maxwell, he's kind of going to be like a teenager that Grayson and Damon like find, probably like first episode maybe, and then Grayson's gonna kind of like look after him as like a little brother. Okay, now Scott, this is probably gonna only be like one episode, I think, and so basically maybe Clint will, I don't know, go out scavenging or something, and then this guy, he's gonna try to like rob him, then eventually he's gonna get locked in a room with zombies by Grayson. Okay guys, so I am on a different mic, but I wrote the whole entire script for the first episode. Okay, so my idea is basically Nate and Grayson are gonna kind of have like a love-hate relationship. Obviously, at first Grayson is going to be kind of like annoyed by the kid, but then over time, they're going to kind of like bond closer. Thinking at one point Nate is going to die, maybe like the last episode or something, and that would be like a really sad moment because like these two are going to be like really close by that point. Also, what I like is how they all have like nicknames for each other. Grayson calls Damon Private Ryan, and he calls Nate Kid. Even Damon calls Nate Freshman. I don't know if that's exactly going to stick. So what I like about Damon and Grayson is like, okay, for example, in the second scene, Damon is kind of more like the funny one, but like then in like the fifth scene, for example, Grayson is more like the funny one. I mean, both of them have like their moments, obviously, but it's funny how like they each switch from one of them is funny and one of them is serious. And Nate is like a weird character because like he's not oblivious to like the apocalypse that's like happening around him, but he's not exactly like the most prepared kid. But this was fun. So now we are going to record the first episode in few weeks probably. Okay guys, so I am currently on the map for Dawn of Invasion. I've set up for everything that will be happening in the first episode tomorrow. Actually, this would have been a good spot to have the roof where Damon and Grayson stay. Wait, what the heck is this building? Honestly, I may use this in the future. This does look really cool. Honestly, I'm thinking that this is where like Clint and them are staying. You guys will know if I actually did anything with that or not. Wait, actually, let me turn on all of the resource packs and stuff. This place looks completely, and I mean completely different with all the resource packs on. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the resource packs. Straight away, I noticed it looks way better. But now with the shaders, you could really tell, like, oh my god, this just looks so cool. Okay, so scene 1 is the apartment, which I know I put in one of these buildings. I definitely want to try to use this building, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Oh, maybe this is where Darnell and Grayson and them could fight. And then, like, they, like, run down here, and then they gotta, like, scale down the building. Actually, that would be, like, really cool. Like, they gotta, like, go, like, down the building and stuff. Do the zombies make, like, any special noises? Oh, they do. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I also turned off tile drops because I don't want like rotten flesh like clogging our inventories. Okay, yeah, so this was Javi's apartment from scene 1. Yeah, that's literally just in the middle of a building. And then over here is where Grayson will come around the corner and find Nate. In theory, okay, yeah, so these guys are all gonna target average, and then I should be able to come around and kill them without them targeting me. Only problem is that since this is a turn-off server, I don't want like lag and then I just get bit or something like that. But yeah, episode 1 should be pretty good so far. But yeah, honestly, I really do like episode 1 and like how it kind of like introduces like the virus. Also, this place is cool. We could probably do something. Is this a tank? Okay, guys, so I am currently making the set for episode 2. Okay, so at the beginning, all 3 of them are gonna wake up. They're gonna hear gunfire, blah blah blah, and then they're gonna go down this ladder. Okay, so David and Average, they are going to go down at first. They could just be in creative, honestly, and just jump to the bottom right here. But then I will be going down, and I'm thinking about right when I'm, like, here at, like, this little story, then Lazo will light off a piece of TNT. Obviously, he'll be, like, invis or something like that. And then that'll send me flying, and I will try landing in these leaves right here. I hope that this works how I plan. I swear to God, if this thing, like, kills me, I'm gonna die. Like, in real life. I'm gonna just die. Does that? No, hold on. Let me push back the wall a little bit. That doesn't look right. Okay, so this is going to be a Clint and a Warren's camp. Okay, not gonna lie, my character Grayson, he goes a little bit crazy on everybody. First he gets mad at Warren, then he gets mad at Nate, and then Clint. See, Clint's character is weird. It's like, as like an actual asset, he's not that important, but like, he makes Grayson kind of like realize like humanity things. Like, for example, Grayson thinks Nate is like super annoying and stuff, but Clint is just saying like no, the reason why he's annoying you is because like he actually cares, you know. And then yes, episode 2 will be leaving off on a cliffhanger. Is it mean of me to do? Yes, a little bit. But it's also very smart of me, because then you guys will come back to watch episode 3. Okay, guys, so I have not recorded one of these updates for the Dawn of Invasion behind the scenes in like a few weeks. Anyways, okay, so I just made the thumbnail for the first episode, and that's because I just made the April Fool's video. Honestly, without the texture pack and shaders, this looks so dumb. Also, adding this light in the corner, that was a very good idea by me. That just add like this extra like little glow, and oh my god, it looks so good. Okay, guys, so the only episode we have actually recorded is episode 2. Little story about that. So basically, I edited it up episode 1. Me and David were watching it, and then we realized like we really did not do a good job on that one, like at all. So we will be recording episode 1 sometime, and we're still trying to figure out a day to record episode 3 too. Yo, episode 3 has given me so many problems. Like, honestly, I have rewritten episode 3, I'm not even kidding, for about like 3 or 4 weeks now. I've probably made like 7 different versions, to be honest. In the scene where Grayson breaks down the wall inside of Warren's old apartment, how I originally came up with that idea is, okay, so there was gonna be a character called Scott. Literally the only point of his character was just to die. So basically the plan was that Clint and Grayson at the beginning of episode 3 go to save Warren, blah blah blah, and then they get led and backed into a store. Warren kind of wanders off, so then Grayson goes looking for him. Grayson finds this character named Scott, you know, trying to rob Warren. Is this sounding familiar yet? AKA Darnell Thornton robbing Clint inside of his apartment. Basically, then the plan was that Grayson gets in between them, kind of like he did with Darnell and Clint. Also, I've been thinking about the ending a lot, and okay, it's gonna be really, really cool. I mean, obviously, you guys like already know what happened and stuff. Hopefully, I mean, like, I'm hoping like you watch this after you've already watched the whole entire series of Dawn of Invasion. Episode 2 was also a little bit confusing to record. This was really bad on my part. I felt like I wasted their time a little bit because, okay, I wanted to redo a scene 2 in episode 2. Reason was because me and Lazo messed up our lines at some parts. I did this in shadow Shadow Creek, where if we messed up a line, we just got into a call afterwards, and then I put in that voice file. Audio file, I meant. I did that in Shadow Creek so many times, and I didn't think to do it once. So then we just kept on redoing scene 2, because we kept on messing up. It got to a point where, honestly, even I was so sick of redoing that scene. Lazo got mad at one point, and then I was just like, you know what? Okay, let's just move on. And then me and Lazo can get into a call like later when I edit it, and then we can redo our lines, you know, in the call, and that will just make it easier. But honestly though, besides that, episode 2 went really well. Episode 3 should go well. Episode 1, I mean, I hope it goes well this time. Mr. Rogers in a bloodstained sweater. This is the ultimate showdown. That's an ultimate plot twist, Mr. Rogers. Oh my god. What the heck is this? Let me tell them the bad news. Okay, Koala.
What?
So, you know how Lazo... Okay, so Noah was right. Lazo pulled a Lazo, and he can't until, like, 7:50.
Wow.
Bruh, this is... Okay.
Lazo moment.
Might I add, this isn't the first time he's done this.
This is like the third.
Yeah, he doesn't let us know until last minute. He's wasting all of our time.
he has wasted like at least 4 hours.
At least a couple hours. Oh my god. Okay, well, see ya at 7:50. I'll call them. Okay, guys, so this is another update. So basically, this is like the third time that Lazo's postponed making scene 5. See, okay, might I add, I wanted to start posting this like next week. Is currently April 29th, and I want to start posting it on May 3rd. That's obviously not gonna happen. We're not even done with episode 3. I mean, worst case scenario, if Lazo like really just keeps on wasting our times, then I mean, we could find somebody else to play his character. And also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I had to fire Shuffler for undisclosed reasons. But shout out to Chris Spams. He said he would play Gabe Jackson. I mean, this is gonna go out after, so you guys will like already know. But yeah, honestly, only parts I would say like take up a lot of time is figuring out when to record. Also, I am between like 3 different endings on the very last episode. I want to have the final episode like here, like the final standoff when Darnell is gonna shoot Clint. And then I was thinking maybe we can have some sort of like cool scene where there's like zombies everywhere, and then it's like everybody's like going down and stuff. Maybe this could be where the final moments are with Nate and what's his face? What's my character's name? Grayson. How did I forget my own character's name? Like, 1, he's a character I made, and 2, I'm playing him. Honestly, at this moment in time, I don't know what will happen to the future of Dawn of Invasion. I don't know if we're ever gonna get through episode 3, scene 5. I don't know if Lazo's gonna still play Clint. I have no idea. Also, okay, what I realize is all of the people that do YouTube are the best at scheduling things. It's because YouTubers, we just want to like record the video and just get it out there. Honestly, I would be lucky if this comes out by early June. And honestly, no, even like that's pushing it. Okay, guys, well, on to the next part that I record. Okay, yeah.